What up, party people? Matt Lehman, the owner of SpatulaCityRecords.com. So a lot of you have been asking me what's in this metal collection. Here it is. I will walk you through it. I pulled one box that's just kind of the generic stuff or stuff that everybody has seen over and over again. The Doors. There's a lot of Van Halen and stuff in there. But I pulled that. It's stuff that doesn't necessarily fit in here, but we'll go through this right now. Let me pull the camera. Hopefully I won't drop it. And then I'll start. Okay, so this first box is mostly, it's actually all picture discs and 12-inch singles. So we'll go through them real fast. Deep Purple. Quiet Riot that is signed. White Zombie, Astro Creep. Metallica, there's a lot of Metallica in this lot. A lot of Metallica. Metallica. Ozzy. Another Metallica, I've never seen this before, Special Anniversary, Creeping Death, Great White, and yes, I know I've got to pull all of these out of these plastic sleeves. If you don't know, let me do a PSA. Don't keep your picture discs or records of any kind in these because they actually leach onto the records and will cause what's known as misting. Don't do that. You've seen my other videos about misting. These are notorious for that. Motley Crue, that's the rest of Motley Crue. Iron Maiden, another Iron Maiden, another Iron Maiden. Slayer. Oh look, another Iron Maiden. This is Megadeth, Anarchy in the UK, and then we get to the 12-inch singles. Dio, Motley Crue, Iron Maiden. There's Kiss 12-inch, Wasp, Friends of Hell, Witchfinder General. I've got a full album over there. Queensryche, The Warning. Iron Maiden, Dio, Motorhead, Motley Crue, Megadeth, Hook and Mouth, Godflesh, Crush My Soul, or Crush My Soul, either or. Van Halen, Great White, there's 2 copies of this. AC/DC, Metallica, Exciter, The Rods, Rat, Quiet Riot, Rat, Van Halen, Twisted Sister, Judas Priest, Crocus, Dokken. Oh, we got some white labels in here. Metal Church, Faster Pussycat, Dokken, Wasp, Iron Maiden. I think this is an Iron Maiden. Yeah, it's Iron Maiden. Running Free and Sanctuary. Iron Maiden, another Dio. I don't know what that is. Tyrant, oh, Judas Priest. Dio. Iron Maiden. Black Sabbath, Die Young. So this is where things get kind of interesting. This whole box basically is Ozzy or Black Sabbath. I don't know everything about this lot. The guy unfortunately had passed, and this was his friend. But his son was selling it too, and was selling some on eBay or on Discogs, so I don't get to see everything that was in it. But from what I can tell is it looks like he was trying to collect every copy of an album that he liked. There's some duplicates, but most of them are different presses of some sort. So Black Sabbath, there's surprisingly only one of that. But I think there's 3 of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Nope, my bad, 4. There's only 1, Never Say Die. And then Sabotage has 1, 2, and then Madman, or Diary of a Madman is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 1 of Technical Ecstasy, only 1 of Paranoid, only 1 of Black Sabbath, 2 Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads tributes, and one of them, not that one, is the coveted promo copy. Which is pretty effing cool. So some of the jackets are pretty beat up, but almost all of the records are VG Plus or better. He didn't buy anything that was in bad shape other than jackets. So Black Sabbath, Master 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a German. I assume that the guy, the son, must have sold the Vertigo press because I didn't see it. 2 Heaven and Hells, 2 Mob Rules, Volume 4. I think there's 3 Volume 4s. We Sold is 2, and then Blizzard of Oz is just 1,000 copies of Blizzard of Oz. I think there's 9 of them. Ultimate Sin, Ozzy, and then we get into Dio, Hard and Heavy, Anvil, Judas Priest, Judas Priest. And we get into Iron Maiden. Number of the Beast. If you saw my Instagram post, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the picture disc. And I think there's one more in here. I think there's 2 of these. I think there's another one in here. Killers, there's 1, 2 of. Then Made in Japan, there's 1 of. Only 1 of that. Then you get into Accept, Raven, DRI, Sepultura. Moving on to the next box. Okay. Crocus. There's a lot of Crocus in here. Crocus. That's a cool cover. Crocus. Judas Priest. Another Sin after Sin. Judas Priest. Accept. Scorpions. There's a lot more Scorpions in the other box. I pulled most of them because I already have them on the website, so they'll end up going on there. There's 2 copies of this. Dawkins. Nazareth. Joe Satriani. I think there's 2 copies of this. The Rods. That's Accept, isn't it? Yeah, Accept. Thin Lizzy. Michael Schenker. And then another Schenker. Dokken. The Angels. Dio. There's 2 copies in there, I think. Yeah, 2 copies of that. Might be another one in here. Oh, you didn't see 2 copies of this White Zombie because that one's actually mine. I'm keeping that. Iron Maiden, get ready. Here we go. Iron Maiden. Oh no, I think we did Iron Maiden. Black Rose. Celtic Frost. This comes in pretty rare. I looked this up. It's pretty fancy. So I think I have all the Metallica 45 audio file, and this one has never been opened. Masters has never been opened. It's quite a jacket for Spiritual Healing by Death. Not familiar. That's a good jacket too, Heresy. It's not heresy. I will not recant. Icon. What am I saying? Icon. Metal Massacre. Queensryche. Rat. Metal Church. Oh, there's another Black Sabbath. That's kind of cool because it's got the tour. Black Sabbath on tour. Judas Priest. Another Heaven and Hell. Okay, Van Halen. Sepultura. Metallica. Dio. Another Iron Maiden Killers. Doomsday News. Metal Massacre. Another Queensryche. Slave Metal. Oh, that's probably a comp. There's a couple pretty interesting compilations in here. I'm going to have to give that one a listen. Another album by Death. They've got some pretty cool covers. I'm not going to lie. Those are pretty cool. Painkillers, Judas Priest. Here's some more Metallica. This is another one of those 45 series. That one might not be opened either. Motorhead. Flotsam Jetsam. There's the other Tigers of Pain. There's 2 copies that haven't bent. Raven. Here's another Metallica. That might be... Oh, no, that's not sealed. But it is another 45. Black Sabbath Past Lives. Box set. Not a box, but several discs. Okay. Some of you may have seen this on my Instagram. AC/DC. Where do we get started? So, Let There Be Rock. These are all U.S. presses. U.S. That's a reissue. Okay, these are all Aussie presses. They are not the Aussie presses with the Kangaroo. They're right after that, so it's the same year. Not that one. You'll know when I get to them. Here we go. I've got 2 copies of High Voltage, both Aussie presses. 1 copy of AC/DC TNT that's Aussie. Highway to Hell is Australian. Dirty Deeds is Australian. This Powerage is Australian. In case you want to see, so you know that I'm not farting around, there it is. Albert Productions. There's a promo copy. It's not a white label, but it is a promo copy. Here comes the Motorhead. Couple copies of Bomber. Couple copies. Only one copy of Ace of Spades. I might have to keep that. I'm not sure yet. No Remorse. 2 copies of this one, which is Orgasmatron. I'm going to have to listen to these because I rarely... In fact, this is the first time I've seen Motorhead outside of Ace of Spades. Okay, a lot. I'm not familiar with Saxon, but I guess I'm going to be because half of this box is Saxon. Strong Arm, Strong Arm. Eagles Have Landed, Denim and Leather, LA Guns, out of order, Creator, out of order. There's the Witchfinder General. That's quite an album cover. Lucifer's Friend, Ministry. Here's more Saxon. Denim and Leather, Denim and Leather, Denim and Leather. Strong Arm, another Strong Arm, another Strong Arm. Power and Glory. I don't know what that one is. Wheels of Steel, Wheels of Steel. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. Motley Crue, Motley Crue, Motley Crue. Godfather, there's the other ones. I knew there was 2 of Dr. Feelgoods in here. Motley Crue, Shout, Shout. And then there's 4 copies of Theater of Pain, I think. Maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 copies of Girls, Girls, Girls. Megadeth. It's the only Megadeth. I was surprised. Hello, me. It's me again. That's not on here. That's unfortunate. David Lee Roth. A couple copies of David Lee Roth, You Mean to Smile. And then this is actually sealed. Skyscraper. Sad of all the records. There's 2 records that are sealed in here. It's David Lee Roth, Skyscraper. The other one I'm pretty happy about. We'll get to in a minute. But, you know, you couldn't give me a sealed Iron Maiden. You couldn't give me a sealed Metallica. Van Halen. Get ready for some Van Halen, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Van Halen 1. 1, 2, 3. Actually, there's 8 because there's another one in the other box. There's 4 copies of that. There's, I think, 3 copies of Fair Warning. There's at least 2 copies of 84. Let me get into Great White. I have never seen this much Great White. These are actually really tough to come by. It's probably because most people didn't buy them. But they've weathered well. 2 copies of that. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3. 3 copies of Great White embossed. 2 copies of that. And that's a promo. I don't know if it's white label. 2 copies of Once Bitten. Woo! Went back to the Van Halen. There's 2 copies of Women and Children. And there's another copy of Fair Warning. I think there's only 2 copies of that. Apocalypse Now, another Queensryche. And then we are moving on to the last box. Possibly my favorite. And you're lucky that I have most of these, or they wouldn't be for sale. I would just be bragging on them. Def Leppard, no, not Judas Priest, not Izzy. I don't know who that is. No, it's Diamond Head. Keel. Sweet. That's weird that that's in there. The Cult, Blue Oyster Cult, another Motley Crue. Actually, there's 2 in there. What's on the back? Oh, that's Rat. Out of the Cellars in the back of that. He had them bagged together with 2 copies of Frank Marino. Woohoo! Jailbreak, Nazareth. There's the other Heaven, Hellbent. I don't know what that is. It's Heavy Metal Heroes. Liege Lord, Metal Blade Records, Cast Out. Armored Saint, another Saxon. There's another Judas Priest, Blue Oyster. Oh, that's sealed too. I didn't notice that. Rat. Here's some more Metallica. 2 of those bad boys. Oh no, I take that back. 3 of those bad boys. Metallica, that's a first. Metallica, there's a winner. Master of Puppets. Metallica, that is a DMM reissue, double disc. That's a first. That's a weird album. Yeah, it's an interview with Lars Ulrich. Oh boy, I wonder if he's bitching about people stealing his music. That's a reissue on DMM. That's a first though. Ride the Lightning, Angel City, Judas Priest. How often do you see that bad boy? That is tough to come by. Not as tough as this, though. And these are 2. This one is sealed. That's the one. I might have to keep that. I haven't decided yet. I don't have this. I was just the other day, I was looking online to see how much this was to pick it up. This is the 93 issue, the orange or reddish vinyl. These are all both in fantastic shape. Guns N' Roses first pressing with the band cover. Guns N' Roses Lies, GNR Lies. 2 copies of that. Both of them have the Naughty Naughty insert inside, not on the back. 2 copies of Appetite for Destruction on, well, this was after. These are still early copies. These are early 90s copies after the first cover was banned. Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. You're lucky I have all of those Guns N' Roses there. These would not be available for sale. I have multiple copies myself, so these will all be for sale. And I also have Beavis and Butthead's Laserdisc. Wish that was this LP. That'd be great. And then this is Iron Maiden Cross-Eyed Mary. Oh, it's another picture disc. It's in the wrong box. And then another Beavis and Butthead. Here's the last box. This is the stuff that doesn't necessarily fit in. I mean, it fits, but it doesn't. It's not that. It's not that lot. For example, this is crazy. This is crazy. That's not what it is. First of all, unless it's this is what the heck is her name? I think it's Patti Smith. A rare collection of vintage. I don't know what this Motley Crue thing is doing in there. At least that's what the Matrix was on it. But anyway, so Fast Track, Scorpions. There's a lot of Scorpions there. Cheech and Chong, promos of Pryor, April Wine, Cheap Trick, Foghat, Deep Purple, Ted Nugent. Some of this stuff just doesn't fit. There's a lot of Doors in here too. This box is stuff that's going to end up on the site sooner than later, because most of this has already been on the website, so it's not that big of a deal. This is tough to come by. I don't think I've only ever seen this once before. It's not like a particularly hard album to find, but I just never see it. It's got Black Betty on it, Ram Jam. Whoa, Black Betty, Bam Lamb, Blue Oyster Cult. Lots of Aerosmith, Pat Travelers, Cars, Christine, Sound Effects. That should be in the 12-inch box. That's Foghat. Deep Purple, Foghat, Scorpions, Aerosmith, Fastway. This is a white label promo of Cars Candio, Kiss, Quad, Doors. You know my feelings on the Doors. They haven't aged well, but I do have a Quad receiver coming in the next couple months. I might have to hold on to that just to see that, just so I can hear the difference. Doors. That's a German press. Reissue, obviously. That's a first, but it's kind of trash. I might have to swap that out with a better jacket. Van Halen, here's the rest of Van Halen. Van Halen, AC/DC, Judas Priest, Steeder Brothers. This is just the rest of the lot. So that's it. That's the metal lot as it sits. I pulled a couple things for myself, so I didn't feel it was necessary for me to show you those, so you didn't get upset about it. But if you see anything that you like or you're interested in, please shoot me a message, DM me, email me, whatever. But know this, I will not sell early. I will not sell off the website or underneath other people, because it's not fair to the people that are watching this. But what I will do is I will put them on the next upcoming Metal Monday, so they'll come out faster, so you're not waiting 6 months for me to put this out. And I say 6 months because I really plan on dragging this out, not because I want to, but because this collection, I need to pull as much out of this collection as I can, and what I need to do is feed the beast that is Google advertising, and these are good fodder for me to pull new customers off of Google with. So don't expect me on Metal Mondays to be putting out 40 or 50 albums. I'll probably put out 10 at a time, if even that, somewhere in that neighborhood. But if you've watched this video long enough, and I appreciate it, you deserve a tip or a hint or a leg up on the competition. And here it is. So for example, if I put up a Diary of a Madman on Monday, and it sells immediately, within the next couple days, I will absolutely put another one on and keep feeding that beast. I'm not going to announce it. I won't put it on Instagram. I won't put it on my emails. I won't put it on YouTube. So it's only for the people that are actually watching this video. If you saw something on my Instagram and it's gone, and you know if you watch this video that there are 4 or 5 copies on it, know that in the next 3 or 4 days there's going to be another copy on there. I wished I could have gotten to see, or at least I wish I could have purchased the rest of this lot, or at least seen it, if nothing else. I did see one box that he was holding for the son. Unfortunately, he let me pull from it, and I pulled one of the AC/DC Aussie presses. But because he was just selling on Discogs. He's never sold on Discogs before, and he was getting very lucky. He's very lucky that this was a metal lot, because metal is much more forgiving on poor grading than, say, jazz would be. So I think he's probably cutting his teeth on heavy metal, which I don't think he's going to be selling on Discogs for the rest of his life. I don't think he's going to be going out buying records, but he got lucky. I would think, in my opinion, selling metal records is a whole lot easier than selling jazz records. But again, so that's it. This was a fortune. This cost me an absolute fortune, but I think it was well worth it, and it was totally a lot of fun to dig through it and pull out stuff for myself. So again, if you're interested, you see anything, shoot me a message and I'll get it up on the site as fast as possible on the next Metal Monday. And as always, I'm Matt Lehman, the owner of Spatula City Records, and buy 9 get 1 for a penny, free shipping on $50 or more, and all of our records are ultrasonically clean before shipping. Later.